This video has absolutely nothing to do with this car or those wheels. It's actually about this engine that I'm putting together. So this is a 3-litre SC engine, and I'm finally started on the assembly side of things. Here's the case. It's been sized, cleaned, checked that everything's flat, and it is. So the case is ready to be put into service. Some people have sort of asked me a little bit about sizing the main tunnels, and that's one of the things which me and my machinist, or my machinist and I, do together. It's one of those things which, look, the specification on the main tunnel is meant to be 65.00 millimetres, and you've got up to 65.019, which isn't even a thousandth of an inch. And most of these are quite large, and you can probably just see where I've measured it. You probably can't quite make out the texture anymore, but that one was 0.02, and this one was 0.05, and these were 0.06. So yeah, so we're 0.04 millimetres outside of maximum tolerance. So when I actually did I measured the tunnels with the new bearings, and the crankshaft was polished and whatnot, using a micrometer and a bore gauge, I was getting bearing clearances or oil clearances of around 4 thousandths of an inch, which, as we know, 4 to 5 thousandths of an inch is way too much. We really want it to be around the 2 mark. So as it is, I now have perfect bearing clearances, and I also have a nicely turning intermediate shaft. There's the intermediate shaft there, that's had a nice clean. Checking that there's plenty of clearance for the intermediate shaft which I've installed. As you can see, it turns quite freely. I can grab it on the end of the bearing, the shaft, just give it a spin, and away she goes. So that's good. Nice and freely spinning. Time to move on. And the crankshaft has been polished. So if you look at the original videos, you'll see that I think I've got them in the original videos. The original crankshaft was quite badly damaged. And instead of grinding the rod journals and the main journals down, we ended up opting for a replacement crankshaft. And luckily this one was in very, very good condition. It's got original journal sizes. And yeah, so I've had the rods rebushed and resized, and I'm using ARP rod bolts, of course, because they make things nice and easy. I do use a stretch gauge, and I do use Redline assembly lube. Now, the reason why I've taken so long with this one is it's taken a little bit of time with the machine work. One of the bushes I wasn't quite happy with, so I ended up sending the rods back to have another small end bush put in, because it was just a little bit too loose. And I'm happy to say they're all absolutely perfect now, with just a light push on the pin. They've just got a very, very light drag. So yeah, so I'm ready to put the case together. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to really video this, because it's one of those things that's a bit precarious. It's a little bit hard to do, and I don't have a lot of space. I wish I had someone to hold a GoPro for me. If you know of someone that wants to come and hold a GoPro while I put an engine together, preferably blonde and a size 6.